Hello legends, welcome back to the channel, me Dragonborn McQueen. This video will contain spoilers, but seeing as Far Harbour has been out for 9 years and no one has found this Easter egg yet, I I think everyone would have played it. But after arriving in Far Harbour, we obviously meet all the main characters, the locals, and settle in for what is possibly one of the best DLCs in my opinion that Bethesda have ever done.
Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
What's your story?
Just a guy trying to make a few caps. Speaking of which, buying anything?
Let's trade.
Here's what I got.
So Brooks is key and pivotal to this mission, so if you know what I'm talking about, you'd probably be cottoning on which Easter egg we are. But we do have to travel to Arcadia with Longfellow before we can access this mission. But once you're in Arcadia, you'll get to speak to Dima and he will ask you to help around.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Was there anything else?
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
And it is Chase's quest that we're particularly interested in.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
All this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
You'd miss out on a fun boat ride. Never.
Well, then at least you have the return trip to look forward to. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser, returning synths that had escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth and the error of my ways. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead helping synths find freedom.
Tell me about Acadia.
Dima's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
What's the problem?
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
So Brooks's designation L7 1992 was also the same year that Pretend We're Dead by the band L7 was released, and when I first saw it I thought, L7, I recognise that, I wonder if it's a reference to the band. And then you play through the mission, if you know the conclusion, which we'll show here in the video. I'll show the rest of the video so you can see the conclusion. We know that, instead of Pretend We're Dead, it's something else completely different happens, but you have to remind Brooks of his designation to progress the story, so we'll see that clip now. But yeah, this is a time when bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam and L7 were also part of the grunge scene, and that was their one hit, Pretend We're Dead. Interestingly enough, that track actually has some a reverse bit of audio right at the end, so if you have the chance to put it into a computer and run it backwards, it's not particularly interesting, I think, or you can look up on the internet, on Google. I'm sure somebody will tell you what it says. But yeah, Pretend We're Dead by L7 is the Easter egg that nobody ever found, and we've spoken about it on stream quite a few times, but I decided to put it into a smaller video so that more people could know about this, and I hope you found this interesting.
I need to talk to you about a missing synth.
Yeah? Well, it's not something I talk about with outsiders. So you can either buy something or move along.
A stranger. That's the best I can offer.
Look, Chase sent me, so unless you want to piss her off, you better lose the attitude right now.
Chase. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't quite place it. Anyway, you want to buy something?
I'm working with Chase. She told me that your designation is L792.
Okay, I believe you. Keep it down, all right? It's real private information. I know the synth you're talking about. He's a younger guy, maybe early 20s with white hair. Goes by the name Derek. Thing is, he showed up way earlier than he was supposed to. Thought a courser was on his tail, so he rushed the timetable. To be honest, the guy was a wreck. He was scared shitless, looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes and attracting unwanted attention. Tried to calm him down, but he panicked and ran off into the fog. That was the last I saw of him.
Can you tell me anything else? I'm gonna need more information than that if I'm gonna find the synth.
I wish I had more to give you. He disappeared into the fog, and I haven't seen him since.
You let him run off alone?
What the hell was I supposed to do? I'm on my own here. Look, if you're really going after that synth, I'm pretty sure he took the road south out of town. Maybe you could head that way. Just be careful out there. And thanks. There aren't many who'd go out in the fog to help a synth, especially one they don't even know. I feel like shit about what happened. I really do. I hope you can make it right.
Once we've got the information out of Brooks and we've given him his designation, which is the Easter egg, you come out here and you find a blood trail which you can follow, and it leads you off into Far Harbor, further into the depths. At the end of the trail we find this house, and inside are a bunch of trappers, which we get to talk to.
Fresh meat crawling in from the fog. Don't care if it's Mirelurk or man.
I'm not looking for trouble. I just need to find someone, a young man with white hair. You help me, I'll leave.
Yeah, we found him. One of the fog's creatures already attacked him. He was bleeding out, but why waste the meat? Here. Well, what's left? Take it. Now go. Don't come back.
Hey there.
You have what you wanted. Now go.
Now all that's left to do is to return to Chase. If you found this video interesting or informative, do hit a like so we can get it to more people. I think it's very interesting that this DLC's been out for nearly 10 years and nobody has reported on this Easter egg that I could find. Perhaps some of you do know about it already, but I hope you found this good and interesting. If you'd like to see more stuff like this that I may have noticed that other people have overlooked, I don't think there is any in Fallout, but I'll certainly scour the game and have a look for you. But yeah, if you want to join us for live streams, I live stream daily, and we shall just show the conclusion here as I speak to Chase and turn the quest in. Thank you for watching, thanks for your time, and hope to see you in the next video, or on a live stream. Subscribe and like for more.
Please
Bye-bye.
hurry and find that synth.
Your missing synth was jumped by cannibal trappers. He didn't survive.
That poor bastard. That synth came here to live in peace, and we failed him in the worst way possible. It's my fault. I should have gone out there to meet him. Damn it all. I'm glad we were able to bring some closure to the matter. You deserve this. And shall we say 200 caps?
You said this wasn't the first time a synth has gone missing.
Of course not. For someone without weapons or field training, crossing this island is deadly. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.